jump center stage now.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Hayward passes to Clutch. And that one is stuck right through.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Jazz leading by 5.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Burks the pass to Clutch. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The drive by Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. Gets the bucket and the foul. They get Derek Favors.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Clutch. Hayward left side. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Looking at the game for Hayward, 12 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Clutch, now recovering. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Nene.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which has given him some free throw opportunities.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And so Lowry nails both of them.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your dance time.
Hayward passes to Clutch. Favors with the screen. Here's Clutch, now recovering from 11 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 13 points for Freak.
That's a huge basket. Just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball.
And Patterson kicks to Turner. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. It falls.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
Here's Clutch. Now recovering. And stolen by Patterson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Gets the first. That will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerds there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Burks in the corner. Passes it to Clutch. He kicks to Hayward. Pass to Clutch. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
They need this. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt. But give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille Jonas Valanciunas with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny
Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man. That's a black hole.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se carros falassem, talvez.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Utah Jazz. For Utah, they come into tonight's game after a loss to Toronto. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. Tonight, we're watching Kyrie Irving, former #1 pick overall. That's a lofty level of expectation to live up to, Kenny, but he's matched the hype surrounding him.
Yeah, he can hurt.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. The Utah Jazz coming to this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
And in that game,
she's checked in for Utah. Cavaliers leading. Taking a look at the Jazz. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Hood out there with Clutch. Then it's Nene in at the 5 spot.
that's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Clutch the pass to Nene. And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with Cleveland's head coach for a bit. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Clutch. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto. A shot by Hayward, wide open from outside off the mark. The Cavaliers trailing. Irving with it, now defended by Hayward. Irving attacking. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Irving's got his first basket of the night. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Dallas.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In third, the Cavaliers.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
First one falls for.
Oh my gosh, they just got that.
Keep running, keep running.
Both free throws good from Clutch. And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 1. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And Cleveland making a change here. Withy's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nene. And it's Burks in for Rodney Hood. There's the pick. Down low, here's Clutch. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Check out the stats for Hayward. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 20 points a game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving kicks to LeBron. J.R. Smith on the wing. Burks covering. Down low, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Well, look here at last year in the NBA, where the Jazz ranked. Second in fewest turnovers per game. Third in three-point field goal percentage. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponents' points per game. It's obvious the hard work this team has put into being good defensively has paid off.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
Passes to Clutch. Up top, Plumlee. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. No good from Clutch. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Irving, good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Clutch the pass to Plumlee. Plumlee with a screen on Smith. Pass to Clutch. Out to Hayward. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, I tell you what, Gordon Hayward really is fun to watch shooting the ball the way he does.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Chandler a screen. Irving kicks to Withy. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Burks. Finished off the break. Burks has got his first bucket in this one.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Irving dishes to Withy. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for James. Reggie Bullock comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Ennis in for Irving. Lee's checked in for the Jazz. Burke comes in for Gordon Hayward. He hits both from the stripe.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Jazz leading by 3. Burke the pass to Clutch. Pass to Lee. To the paint. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist from David Lee.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Ahead. Burks' shot is good. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
There's the pick. Ennis with the ball. He dishes it to Fry. Feeds to Withy. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ennis. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ennis has got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Baseline J on the way. The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's Fry atop the key. On the wing, Chandler. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Plumlee with the steal. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Fry has it in the corner. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. Jazz leading by 4. Screen by Lee. Burke, the pass to Clutch. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And it's 9 points for Freak.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Ennis. Dishes it to Fry. 6 to shoot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
No good from Lee.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Bullet kicks to Fry. Now here's Ennis. On the wing, Chandler. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Chandler's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Burke. They get it back. Plumlee. Oh, that's blocked. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Jazz lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson comes in for Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And the Jazz with some changes. And so in the game for the Jazz, Clutch in at shooting guard. David Lee is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Burks in at the 3, the small forward.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Freak is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask.
Utah trailing here. Now Burke. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. The shot's good from Clutch. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors put together a nice game. He finished with 13 points, and he was a mainstay at the free throw line, getting a fair amount of his points off of fouls. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Here's Burke. The pass to Clutch, trying his luck deep. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 5 assists tonight.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Here's Burks. Love grabs the board.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lean.
No good off the front iron. Jazz leading by 3. A floater, and that one's good. Burke. Burke's got 4 points this quarter.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And Love with the basket on the assist by James. And it's 6 points for Love.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
James outside. Love with the screen for James. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's the screen, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Anderson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Wilson Chandler's checked in for James. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Kyrie Irving. Clock at 4. Smith for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Burke, the pass to Clutch. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Ennis kicks to Fry. Puts it up from 12, and it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lee, a screen on Chandler. No good from Clutch. Cleveland's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Now here's Ennis. Tight defense on him. He feeds it to Fry. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Smith on the wing. And the rebound goes to David Lee.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Burks. Again, the Jazz score.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Utah out in front, up 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. But I'm trying to force it on offense. Good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on. Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Number one, I love the teamwork we're seeing out of you guys. We're tearing them to shreds with our passing at the offensive end. Let's keep that going and pile up those assists. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. And a point of focus has to be offensive rebounding from now on. I'm not as worried about our transition defense as I am about us missing out on second chance points because they are there for us. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Talk about a terrific game for Clutch. He has 23 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Withy's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Wilson Chandler's checked in for James. And it's Reggie Bullock in for J.R. Smith. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Nene. Lee comes in for Derek Favors. Burks, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Clutch in for Dante Exum. They've got Withy. Kyrie Irving is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Chandler in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
To the wing right side. Plumlee with the screen. The feed to Lee for the tie. That one rolling around and rims out. Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Irving with the ball. And Burks picks him up defensively. Kept alive. Here's Withy. No good with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low, here's Plumlee. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Plumlee's got his first basket.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Another miss by Irving. Jazz have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Passes to Clutch. And Utah again with the bucket. Here's Irving. He's got 19. On the wing, Chandler. He kicks to Bullock. They set the pick. The shot by Irving, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Pass to Clutch. Plumlee with it. Kicks to Hayward. Here's Clutch. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 28 points for Freak.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some.
A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Here's Bullock. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 6. Chandler inside the line. And another miss by Cleveland. Jazz leading by 3. The dish now to Burks. And that's a foul called on Miles.
Now in the lineup for the Jazz, Derek Favors.
Gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. We've got 1:13 left here. Chandler outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ennis. That one wide left. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 47% from the field in the third.
Move the ball.
Clutch the pass to Burks. Favors with the screen. Here's Burke. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's so tough to guard. Can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
The Jazz making it. Cleveland leading by 6. So on the floor for Utah. Clutch in at point guard. Alec Burks is out there with Hayward. Then there's Nene. And it's Hood in at the 2.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hood's got 4 this quarter.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Nene with the screen on Love. To the middle. Layup off the pick. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Nene. Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Here's Irving. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He's got 26 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and got to his looks, he's knocking down.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Burks in the corner. Now the pass to Clutch. Right at the free throw line. Shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
It's a pick by Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
The ball. Sticking too much.
Shoots a 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers on offense. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Utah timeout call.
If you can't get the ball in, you got another timeout. Use it if you need it. Freak, you're a guy. You got the shot, take it.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Clutch. Chris Anderson pulls it in. And here's Ennis, and the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Tyler Ennis. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he can't get either to fall. Hayward. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds clock.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Kevin Love. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. We gotta be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intensity. Intensity! Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna get up and down now. I need you all to compete at a high level. Coaches.
Blows again.
Come on, let's bring it.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Last time out for them, Freak set a career high in points. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of before. Shaq, was his outburst a one-time thing, or can we expect more of that from him?
You know, he's a smart player. You know, the last game he had a matchup he felt he could exploit, and he made the most of it. You know, I saw his coach on the sideline calling plays. He was waving his coach off saying, no, this guy's barbecue chicken. I'm going to take him to the hole.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's the home of the Jazz here in Utah as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah, and the Energy Solutions Arena. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in.
checked in for Plumlee. Alec Burks comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's Clutch in for Burke. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Harris. Beasley out there with Bogut. Then it's Moutier. And it's Snyder in at the small forward position. Bogut sets a screen for Harris. Pass to Moutier. Out left to the wing. Snyder bangs home the trifecta.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Derek Favors third.
You know, he was a consistent shot blocker because he got his hands on shots that looked like they were free and clear, and then boom, he'd come out of nowhere and deny it.
No good from Clutch. Denver leading by 4. Harris kicks to Moutier. Back to Harris. Beasley the screen for 3. No good. Some solid defense from Clutch. Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris?
We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Snyder.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Clutch. He's coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Moutier with the ball. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. For the Jazz. Kyle comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Dante Exum in for Gordon Hayward. Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Clutch. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Both free throws good from Clutch. Now here's Moutier. 12 points his last outing. Beasley the screen. Moutier kicks to Beasley. Left side Harris. Back to Beasley. Clock at 4. Taken away by Nene. And Exum with a clear path to the hoop. Here's Clutch. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Moutier pass to Snyder. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Harris outside. 3 on the clock. Shot from free throw range. No good from Beasley. Utah leading. Here's Exum. Here's Clutch. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Clutch has got 10.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here we go, one-on-one. And that one's good.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And again, Denver no good.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the...
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Nurkic checked in for Andrew Bogut. Both good from the line that time. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Feeds it to Nurkic. Passes it to Snyder. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Moutier dishes to Beasley. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And didn't have to go strong there. Just a little bit of the finger roll to get it up over the D.
The pass to Exum. They set the pick. Pass to Lyles. Here's Clutch. This one for 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Moutier. No good on that last second attempt there. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Jazz as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-5 run. It's the NBA.
All right, fans, I want everyone here to get up.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Jazz?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting.
For the Jazz, Alec Burks checked in for Hood, and it's Clutch in for Burke. Denver also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Beasley comes in for Kenneth Faried. And Harris subbed in for Moutier. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Gallinari is out there with Beasley. Then it's Bogut. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Harris in at the point guard position. Here's Clutch, guarded by Harris. And he gets it to go. And 12 points for Freak.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Kicks it to Gallinari. To the right side. Beasley the screen. Here's Harris. That three off the mark. Jazz leading by 15. Burks the pass to Clutch. Fires the three. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Here's Barton. Burks covering. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nuggets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Will Barton. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Looking at the game for Barton, he's got 8 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Nene, he's checked in for Plumlee. Lyle comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Exum in for Gordon Hayward. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He finished with 31 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Beasley the screen. Passes it to Snyder. Screen by Bogut. Just 5 to shoot. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Here's Clutch. 15 points in the game. Taken away. Pushing it up. Here's Harris. The shot misses. Jazz leading by 15. All alone. And Utah again with the bucket. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Barton. 10 points for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And the pass to Snyder. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He has 6.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Burks in the corner. Nene, the screen. Shot off the screen. Again, the Jazz score.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Pass to Snyder. Screen by Bogut. In the corner, it's Harris. And the 3 off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
That's his first personal foul.
The Jazz have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
2 shots.
That's good from Exum. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 35 seconds left now here in the second. Beasley kicks to Harris. Here's Moutier. And the rebound goes to Nene.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And it's Exum in the corner. Here's Clutch. He's got 20. Shot from 12. Can't hit. Moutier. No luck. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Jazz lead by 19. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Derek Favors.
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game, and we're going to keep them there. Can't argue.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Complete domination. What a game for Clutch. He has 20 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those.
Clutch is checked in for the Jazz. And Denver also making a switch. Nurkic is checked in. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Clutch out there with Hood. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Moutier dishes to Fareed. Screen by Nurkic. Plumlee against Gallinari. Here's Fareed. And it falls over the rim and in. Fareed's got 12 points in the game.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Out to the wing. Passes it to Clutch. Favors against Nurkic. Gallinari with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Yes, well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Nurkic a screen on Hayward. The dish to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Rebound, Utah.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
To the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Nuggets third.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Nene, he's checked in for Utah. Burks comes in for Rodney Hood, and then for Denver. Andrew Bogut checked in for Reed. Beasley comes in for Gallinari. And it's Gary Harris in for Barton.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Jazz leading by 12. And the pass to Clutch. Wide open. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And here's Bogut. He feeds it to Moutier. Beasley the screen. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Clutch the pass to Nene. Here's Clutch, guarded by Harris. Dishes it to Favors. Jazz passing it around. Here's Clutch. 22 points for him. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressive. Aggressiveness is really... the only option.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Last year, getting it done. 19th in blocks. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And you saw what he did last year, one of the best shot blockers in the league. He anchored that defense.
And Utah making a change here. Exum's checked in. The Nuggets with another miss.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Denver grabs the miss. Beasley's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Beasley. Pass to Snyder from outside the arc. The shot is off. And it's Utah the other way and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And they know they're the better team and out to prove as much tonight. They split the season series a year ago, but they want to change that up now.
Harris kicks to Moutier. Rebound, Utah. Burks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Clutch. He's got 24. Off the screen. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Clutch has got 26 points. The Nuggets trail by 18. Now, Moutier. He's got 11. There's the feed to Beasley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And
so Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nene. Hayward comes in for Lyles. Hood's checked in for Dante Exum. And it's Clutch in for Trey Burke. Denver also making some changes. Fareed's checked in for Moutier. And it's Gallinari in for Harris. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Kenneth Fareed is out there with Beasley. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Snyder in at the 1. He hits good, and the Jazz lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Gallinari.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Out to the right wing. Hayward passes to Clutch. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
The 15-footer, and that one goes long.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Trey Burks checked in for Clutch. Clutch is checked in for the Jazz. And then for Denver, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Barton. Bogut comes in for Gallinari. And it's Beasley in for Moutier. Here's Nurkic. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. With the shot. Another miss by Utah.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
It's Beasley on the wing. Knocks down the 3.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Freak, you're the guy. So good screens, tight passes now. We need to get Freak a clean look. Execute, and let's put him away.
Tries a three off the inbound. Can't connect. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the double.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a four-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Karl Anthony Towns out of Kentucky, just an incredibly mobile big man. How about his NBA future, Shaq?
You know, he could play either the 4 or the 5 and be pretty effective. He gets up and down the floor very well for his size, and guess what, Ernie?
What?
He's from Jersey.
Really? I did not know that. You're just a Jersey historian. I didn't know that. Towns gives you a lot, though. He gives you a little bit For a big man, he can run the floor, like Shaq said. He gives.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can freeze this. Utah also making some changes. Lyles checked in for Favors. Alec Burks comes in for Rodney Hood, and it's Clutch in for Burke. So on the floor for Utah, Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Lyles out there with Nene, and it's Clutch in at the point.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Jang a screen. Here's Levine. Burks covering. Levine kicks to Towns. Throws off the pick and hammers it home.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Clutch, covered by Rubio. From the top of the key, no good. Utah comes into this one after the win against Denver.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. I mean, they created a lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And, guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing and keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
Gary Neal's checked in for Minnesota. Jennings comes in for Ricky Rubio. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jang, a screen. In the corner, Neal with it. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
It's Jennings with the drive, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to Golden State.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rapid.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Leno Udrich, who's checked in for Joe Ingles. Both free throws good from Clutch. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Dang. Now Udrich. And here's Neal outside. Another miss by Minnesota. Burks with it. Here's Clutch. Cranes the three-pointer. Clutch has got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide? Nope.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And he's able to get it back. And the basket good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Exum with a wide open look. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Shots good by Neal.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And Plumlee kicks to Burks. Plumlee sets the pick for Burks. Rebound by Dang.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Jennings kicks to Towns. The shot no good. Plumlee with some nice D. Utah leading. Exum with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Clutch. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Chang, a screen, and Neal kicks to Udoh. Six to shoot. The 9-foot shot. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. Timberwolves.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Shots good by Neal.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Clutch. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. And Udrich kicks to Zhang. Plumlee with the steal. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good. Exum's got 5 points so far.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Knocked away. Jennings dishes to Neal. Here's Udrich. Got it off in time, but it's no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Jazz leading by just 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating.
Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Gary Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jennings in for Ricky Rubio. So on the floor for Utah. Clutch, he's in at point guard. Lyles out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Exum, and it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the pitch. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 26 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. This was just the game he needed to snap the cold spell he was in. That has to be a major relief for his team, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression. And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
There's Neal with the 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Here's Clutch. No good with the triple.
yourself to death.
So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved. You never wrong. You gotta face up. You gotta get yours. You never know the top till you get too low. Slip smarter. I'm so sorry. Slip smarter. I'm so sorry.
No lies and no deceiving, man is what he loves. I keep trying to conceive that death is from above.
No time.
I get mine and make no excuses, waste of precious breath.
No time.
The sun shines on everyone, love yourself to death.
So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved. You never wrong. You gotta face up. You gotta get yours. You never know the top till you get too low. Slip smarter. I'm so sorry. Slip smarter. I'm so sorry.
Life isn't always what you think it'd be. Turn your head for 1 second and the tables turn. Yeah. And I know that I did you wrong. Will you trust me when I say that I make it up to you somehow?
So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved. You never wrong. You gotta face up. You gotta get yours. You never know the top till you get too low. Slip smarter. I'm so sorry. they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, Luda's back. Blame it on that. The hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler good life. We all in all black, it's like life. All we do is win. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hookie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, pressure up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
I don't think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here ballin', it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams and laugh. from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want get rich. I don't think you want get rich.
underneath your very
Super. Future. I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Be hating on riches, the 100K I spent that on my wrist, $200 spent that on your model, put that on my list. Oh, there he going that foreign again. In the scene, bring the core in the end. We should've wrote. The ring go, I won't call her again. Woke up early this morning. Crib as big as a college. Split me up under the loudest. Whipping some with no mileage. Diamonds cost me a fortune. Them horses all in them Porsches. Can't handle afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. Ballin' on Red Corbett. You haters, you bore me. Only the real get a piece of the plate. Reppin' my city and running my state. Keep me up through they run with the. Won't beef, then I visit your place. Bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay on good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Yeah, and I'm at it again. There go that flow, bringing tragedy in. Cop me a chain, your salary spent. Just we bring them cavities in. Counting money, hourly trend. Blend up scene, bring like Olsen twins. Squares, cabinet bins. Neck full of gold, Olympian. Demons, I'm blowing the check on the gear. Falling some, then hop on the leer. Strap with them poppers in back of the rear. Sock said them is here. Woke up early this morning. Mine is telling me money. Paper, moolah. Pockets as fat as a tumor. Me in the no rumor. Living my life off a tuna. Want it with me, I deliver the beef. Ribs only enjoying the feast. Pull up a seat, bon appetit. No Louboutins when that red on your sleeves. Bang, 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 bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay on good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Photographs of dope boys. It's all they taking, fingerprints on a Rolls Royce. It's why they hating, push a button on his broke boys. As detonation, walk the road to riches bare feet. I watch mama struggle, now she living carefree. That's why I hustle for that half a, that's 12 G's. I'm trying to bubble every summer a new LP. You gotta love me, I got shooters out the D-League. Signing bone and hit that man that's from 30 feet. Left in the puddle, fingerprints is on 100 mil. That's what it is, Ricky Rose and Ace Hood. We have trill, yeah.
I come looking for you with Haitians.
What you know about this?
I stay on good Jamaican.
We the best. Double M.
From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
what they want, I don't know. They're all revved up and ready to go. Performing in a straight line. You go through a tight one. Keep the listen of my street pop. The pilot in the back seat. The generator steam heat. But they's in the back seat. This street pop. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey,
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MC da UFP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis.
Os manos no posto, trampando, a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza, deformando o seu rosto. Se Carlos falasse, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhado em impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Monjo, pras minas no fronte, dor pra contar tem de monte, é tipo uma fonte dela, fronte dela, sonho com novo horizonte, trancada na cela ou numa favela. Ele é foda, pobre menino, sofre de verdade, por toda a cidade, ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues. Mano, muçulmano, amor, islã. Assalamu alaikum, aleikum salam. Mil flor, mil cor, mil idioma, mil cor, tipo índio. Tio cor, servos de Roma, fios por natureza mole. Legalité pour mon peuple, s'il vous plaît. Mil pra mim, mil pro select. Ma révolution é black, noir, check. Em matière, meilleur qu'hier. Ma terre, mes mains, c'est ma plaque. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde mais, verde mais, verde mais. Família.
Même thème, cri du cœur, genre ça ira. Même refrain qui vient de ces zones amochées. Noisy LESC, zone à noche. Des filles décalées, des années. Que c'est l'alerte rouge comme condamné, d'étaler, s'en aller ou chialer. Jamais plus de calette, on entend crier. Pas années, quelle couleur café. Non, c'est pas gagné. Si tu voulais taper, trop de barons, trop de casaniers qui tiendront baron de plus que ça ira. Ça ira. Type comme le scélérat, pour le sale papelas, même sort, même idée. On s'en sort à l'espoir, tous fidèles. São Paulo, zona norte. Loisy LSC. Si. Ghetto youth, faut pas stresser. Ici, MC d'APP. Si.
N'empêche que ça ira. Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salent. N'empêche que ça ira.
next. Hey, you're my man. I got next.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money more to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio, every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my, oh Lord. Got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we can really get it, we can go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us. Run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. What's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't make me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you, then do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real? Yeah. The other night, Lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost them at, but maybe I ain't lose them at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. And when they need their favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps of P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah, been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. How it was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
brought a lot of money. But me, I'm catching tiny tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try. And I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over. And we can start again.
gosh, that was amazing.
Hold up. You drive me crazy. Number one, girl, you can't replace me. Lead a club, these bras be trying to chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up, I see they broke, I see they lazy. Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Girl, you ain't come up on, so why you showing up? I'm taking them shots on my partners, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these me, I get some material. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, we them boys. I don't think you wanna get rich. You don't really wanna. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears, and a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. They level in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you try to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. Now you ain't got what it take to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee.
thus far. Cause it's just another day in the life of the baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug, let's get cracking. Always well, baby, cause happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the mood. Hopped in the tray, just to let the top back and thank God for the day. Who gives a what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year. Still in the streets, strapped with them things. She in love with the G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. 10 black made backs in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police, acting like you know me. Fresh out of jail, already in your
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a 7 with a 4 with the 4 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the Shawty straight digging me, and I ain't even rich. I know your eyes on the sideline, like ain't that I'm on my job, and I ain't getting old, cause it's just another day in the life of the
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Got the biggest car, Spanish bras, no video. Call that other lane for the walks in the parks. I ain't come to play games, I just wanna play my part. Tell your girlfriend to come talk with my dog. We straight G's and we came here to ball. Bottle at the bottle, and I'm sure you count them all. Then we off to that Chevy and taking off. Baby, slow it down, cause you're moving too fast. Yeah, too fine to be moving too fast. Back to the thugging, now love it, baby, that's my whiskey. Sack for the jeans, 5 bones for the 2800 for the. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. You can tell by the Shones that's standing by the car.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit, but I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a 7 with a 4 with the 4 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.